Last one. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Let's go! That was 4 years ago. My college decision reaction video all the way back in 2021. Where students were hitting devious licks, still doing TikTok dances, and my favorite show of all time drops, Squid Games.
Played these games before!
Getting into 8 out of the 10 schools I applied to was my biggest accomplishment at the time, where I turned down offers at Wharton and Duke to go to Wake Forest on a full ride scholarship. Over the last 4 years, I really enjoyed my time at Wake Forest, but I always had my eye on my future education, specifically a
Deferred MBA program.
Deferred MBA program.
Deferred MBA program.
A Deferred MBA is a program that allows you to apply to business school as a college senior and secure your spot early in the MBA program before you start your career. This allows you to work for 2 to 5 years in your career before starting your MBA. This was a great option for me since I'm going to management consulting, where it's very popular for people to go leave and get their MBA. But the problem was I was only applying to 3 very selective programs with no safety schools. Each program had an acceptance rate of 6%, 8%, and 11%. So if I didn't get into either Stanford, Harvard, or Wharton, I was going to be cooked. So here's my experience applying to the top 3 Deferred MBA programs and the results that come with it. For a bit of background information, I graduated from Wake Forest University with a degree in Business and Enterprise Management with a concentration in Management Consulting. For my GPA, I ended up applying with a 3.63 out of 4. I was never too crazy about gunning for a 4.0 since I wanted to diversify my time into various other passions. On the screen right now, here are all the average GPAs of the universities I'm applying to, where I'm relatively close, so I wasn't too worried in this area. For standardized testing, my GMAT score was a 645, which correlates to about a 700 on their old exam. This correlates to an 88th percentile, which isn't the best score when applying to top programs, but I knew I could combat this with a great overall application. For my internship experience, I should be fairly competitive in this area, where I have a summer at Deloitte during my freshman year and 2 summers at Boston Consulting Group with a full-time offer at hand when applying to Deferred MBA programs. For my extracurricular activities, I did plenty of them during my time at Wake Forest, but I want to give you guys my top 5 during this video. Since you guys have the stats and activities of my profile, it's time to get into the results of this Deferred MBA video. So starting with the first school I applied to, it was Stanford GSB, or Graduate School of Business. So coming into this process, if you were gonna look up how many people actually got into this program, I've seen low amounts up to only 30 people get in. So the chances weren't looking too great for this program. Since I accidentally deleted my Stanford and HBS videos when I was cleaning out my camera storage for a new YouTube video, I'll have to explain what happened during this time period. I did receive an interview from Stanford GSB, which is an accomplishment in itself since they're the most selective out of all MBA programs when giving out interviews. From this point, my odds of getting to Stanford went from 6% all the way up to 33% to 50%, because Stanford says in their interview process, everyone that's interviewed has a 1/3 to 1/2 chance of getting in. But still, even with a great interview, I fumbled the bag. Getting rejected from Stanford at the moment was pretty rough, since I put a lot of time and effort to the application, but I didn't know what part didn't make the cut. But at the end of the day, God still has a plan for me with other schools on the board. Before moving on to the rest of the video, I gotta give a quick shout out to my boy Levin for getting the GSB. Congratulations on that amazing accomplishment. For Harvard Business School, they did me even dirtier than Stanford. They didn't even give me an interview.
Man, this place is sweet. I might just go to HBS for the vibe.
Not getting an interview means you're automatically rejected from the program. So when HBS didn't give me an interview, I was very surprised. Since they liked my application for SVP or Summer Venture and Management program, I thought they at least liked my application for 2+2 to give me an interview to prove myself to the admissions committee. Even though Stanford handed me an L and Harvard handed me an L, I still had hope for one more program, Wharton, which showed me love 4 years ago. So we had to see what Wharton had in store for me. Hey guys, I'm back for my final decision, Wharton. This is crazy. We already been rejected from Stanford and Harvard. I mean, it's been some time adjusting and learning from what went wrong or what happened, but it's all in God's hands. We're trusting in Him and His plan. If I get into Wharton or not, I mean, I'll be fine. I think I've definitely learned a lot from the process. Grateful to have gone through it, be able to have the money to apply, have the coaches, have the GMAT coach. There's been so many people that's helped me along the way to get this point to even apply, so it's such a blessing. But let's see if we get into the last school, and then from there we'll have to start making a game plan on what we're gonna do for the future. So check my email. Okay, I'm gonna access my portal. Put in the password. Okay, log in. Status update. 3, 2, 1. Hey, let's go! Let's go! Yes, sir! We got in. Hey, okay. Whew. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Thank God we got into 1 out of 3 schools. Such a blessing. I'm so happy I got into Wharton. I mean, I was a little bit worried that I was about to go 0 for 3. Hey, but we picked up the rebound. We shot it again. We threw it up for another layup. Hey guys, I'm back in my room again. It's been a few weeks since I opened my decision letter to Wharton, and I want to say I'm fully committed to this program. I've already submitted my deposit, and I'm looking forward to study entrepreneurship at Wharton in 2 to 4 years. First and foremost, I want to give all glory to God for letting me get into this program. Very thankful for Him. Also, I want to say a huge thanks to my family for supporting me through this whole process as well. Throughout my senior year, there were so many long nights in the libraries, Friday nights, Saturday nights, and they all paid off, from studying to the GMAT to writing those essays. I'm so happy that I persevered and really looked forward to see what opportunities I could achieve if I put my mind to it. I always say shoot for the moon, because if you miss the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. I want to give a quick shout out to Coach Marcus at Wake Forest and Will at my job for writing amazing recommendations. Without you guys writing those, I don't even know if I've been able to get into a great program like Wharton. You guys may be wondering, what resources did I use to get in this top MBA program? I'll let you guys know a few of them before I leave this video. First, starting with GMAT prep, I studied for the GMAT from October 2024 to April 2025. It was a long couple grueling months, but I ended up using a professional coach to help me get through this. The coach I ended up using was Coach Stefan from My Guru Test Prep. He was an amazing teacher. I met with him about every week, and he helped me to navigate through the GMAT test. So if you need help for the GMAT, don't hesitate to contact him. For the rest of the help of my application, I use this service called Leland. It is an amazing platform you guys need to check out for all your coaching needs. When I was looking through Leland, I found Andy, who's one of the best coaches available with over 20 years of experience. From helping me with my interviews to essays, he gave me a full package of services that I needed to get into Wharton. If you're interested in any of Leland's services, please go to my affiliate link below to get $50 off your next package. The last 2 people I'd like to mention would be Ziad and Brandon. Amazing guys who were able to help me in the beginning of this process and give me a little bit of advice on where to go. If you would like to talk to me personally, feel free to go to my link for my Stan store to schedule a call to talk about advice for your career or personal endeavors. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about my Deferred MBA process, and I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.